What's up, guys? Welcome back to another beautiful interview. And I know I keep saying it every single interview, but I'm gonna keep saying it because I may not have a rapper or a producer or an athlete, but now I have a fossil collector, I would honestly say an entrepreneur in a different way because he's starting off young and fresh, but it's like he's about to do something y'all have never seen before. And I only say that because who do you know that collects fossils? Nobody. So it's crazy, bro. But I got the one and only Robby Risher. Interview 77. Thank you for hopping on, bro. And you know, I was telling him before he started, bro, like we all have to dabble into new stuff, you know, and I feel like maybe this is happening for a reason. Because I will say I've had a lot of like people not be able to come on the interview because of just like, I guess, situations that they're going through, and I respect it. You know, everybody's going through different stuff. So my homie Robby hopped on, and he's been going through a lot of stuff too. Not like bad, but just like he's just switched out like his snake with the scorpion, and we'll dig into that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to say that for the introduction because, dude, it's beautiful to see him even take the initiative to hop on the podcast because you've probably never done an interview before, have you?
No, I haven't.
You ever done anything in the realm of like camera work?
No, I haven't.
Is it nerve-wracking, like the feeling?
It is a little bit.
What does it feel like?
Just being put on the spot.
Yeah, I feel you. Is that something you're not comfortable with though? Like, is that something you grew up not doing?
Well, you know, you get called out in class.
Yeah.
Face turns red.
Is that what happened to you? You're like, ah!
So it's like, yeah.
No, I feel you. It'll be like that. So we'll actually dabble into like just who you are as a person because I honestly just met you probably about a year ago, and I don't regret it, bro. You were a great person.
Thanks, man.
You know, I think a lot of people don't realize how much of a great person you really are because you're really genuine and you show real good character that's not like fake, you know what I'm saying? And I only say that because I've met a lot of kids your age. You're still young, bro. You're a young cat, you know? Yeah. And you're doing stuff that people honestly don't have the balls to do. I know that sounds rude for me to say, especially on camera, but it's like you really, like, this man brings a snake over. You've never had a snake before, have you?
No.
No, like, you don't even know, like, and then we're chilling in front of a house and there's a snake underneath the bench, and or not a snake, a spider, and he's like, yo, there's this type. I'm like, bro, this man is like the, what's his name? The dude that, no, the, R.I.P. the dude though. But the one,
Steve Irwin.
Yeah, you're like the Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
But no, let's get to the interview. Yeah, facts. R.I.P. my dog. He would be proud of you, bro. Let's get to the interview because it's like a conversation. But no, man, where are you from, bro? Where were you born?
I was born in North Charleston.
North Charleston?
MUSC, North Charleston.
Okay,
yeah.
wow. You've never moved anywhere else? You've only lived in South Carolina?
Yeah. SC born and raised, but I've been all over.
Are you happy about that?
The moving part's cool. It was cool, I guess, because now I know like all of the Low Country. Right. Here at least. Right. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Where would you want to live if you could have been born somewhere else? Where would you want to be born at? Because I feel like you could adapt anywhere.
Colorado.
Colorado. How come? Just the environment.
Mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have mountains though. North Carolina has some good mountains.
They're cool, but mountains in Colorado are just so much bigger.
Yeah, they are. I went there, man. It's scary. Me and my girlfriend got an Airbnb, and it was like 3 a.m. in the morning, and actually the cabin doors just flapped open because the wind inside the mountains are so strong. And I don't know if the Airbnb we were in it wasn't secure enough, but it was still scary. So no, even born in South Carolina, do you think that's something like that's where you've kind of gotten the passion in being a fossil collector, or even being like addicted to reptiles, I guess you could say?
Yeah, my dad started me on fossils when I was like 3. Yeah. Probably 3. He used to take me, and then he kind of got busy with work, so I started my own thing. Yeah.
What happened at elementary school? Like, where'd you go in elementary school at?
I went to Westview.
Okay.
Yeah, Westview, where you went.
Oh no, I didn't go to Westview. No.
Oh.
That's a middle school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where do you go to elementary school at? Do you remember?
There's an elementary school.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, primary, elementary, and middle.
Oh wow, I did not know that. No, I didn't go to I went to Greg, and I went to Gregg and DuBose,
What?
and then I went to Newington Elementary School, and then Somerville High School, Wando, and Stratford.
Dang, dude.
I went all over. I was going through a lot. If you really want to know what happened, check my interview out. Frank did an interview on me. That was actually pretty fire, honestly. It was pretty cool. I need to do another one. But no, I was going to ask you, do you think like you noticed it in like elementary school that you were kind of like, I would say you're addicted to fossils and stuff, man, because like I've never met anybody like that. But does that in elementary school, did you feel anything like that, or is there anything that kind of like drawing you in the interest of in that lane, like getting into that?
I definitely liked fossils because of my father, but I wasn't like out. I wasn't out all the time like I am, looking for them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely my dad.
No, yeah.
I can't really remember what I did back in those days. Probably just.
I was gonna say, what was going on in the Robby head in elementary school?
Legos.
Yeah, my dog
taking
like
stuff apart.
Right. No, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that you even know that you don't remember, some people would be sitting on here lying about that, you know. And I think that's why you're Robby. You know what I mean? You're different, bro. But like, I would ask, how was middle school? Like, do you remember anything in particular there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle school was bad.
Like bad in a good way?
I was just bad.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't bad. You know, I got through it, but it was fun.
What would you say you've learned the most in middle school? Is it friends? Like, or maybe even just like stay focused?
And I had a lot of friends. I guess that not everybody sticks around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have to learn the hard way, or is it just something that you just learned?
We just grew apart. Yeah. You know, school takes you different ways.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, is there any advice that you would give anybody maybe your age that's like going through anything dealing with middle school still? Because like we still kind of have like, I wouldn't say past trauma, but when you're, I'm not trying to, I want to bring your age up, but because we're talking about it, but you're like 18, right? 19. And I feel like at that age you still think about middle school and high school. So is there any advice you would give anybody that's still like in middle school or high school that sees this?
Middle school wasn't too bad for me.
Yeah.
I mean, just get through it.
Yeah.
Just get through it. Really.
What's one thing you would give a kid though? Like advice. Like what's one thing though that you would tell a kid if you could?
Just stick to yourself, I guess. Stick to your friends.
Yeah, it's hard, bro.
Yeah, don't doubt. You know, stay out of trouble until you figure it out.
When did you learn to stop getting out of trouble? Like, when did you learn to like make the change for yourself? Because you've obviously changed.
Yeah, probably whenever I got sent to 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬𝙬.
Yeah. Life-changing experience.
Well, I was there for like, I got expelled from Ashley Ridge. Got sent to 𝙄𝙤𝙯𝙬𝙬. I was there for maybe 3 weeks. COVID hit.
Oh wow.
So I didn't have to like.
So you just finished online?
I mean, yeah, I was online, but like they couldn't put in zeros, and I was already passing, so I didn't really have to.
That's crazy. It's cool that we're both kind of in the same boat. Maybe that's why we clicked together, because I got expelled too. I got expelled my 9th grade year for a stink bomb. And then people in Somerville know what's up. That was crazy. But I ended up getting shipped off to Wando because they said we don't want you in Dorchester County anymore. So I had to go to Charleston County. So yeah, we definitely like relate on that. But I was going to say the fact that you experienced COVID during that time, like school, like you went to school during COVID. What did that feel like? Was it any type of like,
It's a little
wow,
scary.
this is weird, like, because nobody's experienced that before.
It was definitely weird. Definitely new. A little scary.
Yeah. What was like the normal day at school? Like, what were you doing whenever COVID kind of happened and you were going to school? Did you have to wear masks?
There was plexiglass things.
Between the desks?
They were on the. There was like a 3-piece, like 2 on the side, 1 on the front, on the desks.
Wow.
Every desk.
Did it make it harder to focus?
It definitely got in the way, yeah.
Yeah.
You always have to keep a mask on.
Yeah.
Always. Like, you get in trouble if you.
But what was like the biggest consequence you faced if you got in trouble for not wearing a mask?
You just get written up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you would get a warning, obviously, and then you'd get written up.
That's crazy.
You did,
I just
yeah.
don't. I mean, I get it because it's like, you know, safety precautions of everybody else, the kids and all that stuff. And, you know, rest in peace to everybody that's passed away from COVID, because COVID is definitely a serious matter. But it's like at the same thing, it's like, I just can't believe that we really were isolated like that at one point in our lives. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that all of us were stuck in our house, like, dude, that's like controlling at its finest, bro. Like, do you ever think of that? Like, what goes on in your head? Like, do you like think about conspiracy stuff and like,
I was
you know, maybe the aliens and stuff? Like,
definitely think aliens are real, but I don't. The COVID thing, I don't know. It was weird. I heard it was made in a lab in China. And got out, but COVID. I didn't really take it seriously.
Right. No, I didn't either, but it was still like, I've seen a lot of stuff happen from COVID, and I just felt bad because it was like, you know, nobody's just seen this before. We didn't know how to react to it. The whole world is in shambles. So like, where'd you go to high school? I know we kind of talked about it, but like, did you just finish off at '𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬 and then you came back? Where'd you go back to school at 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙬𝙚𝙬?
So freshman year I went to Stratford, and then I decided I didn't really like that school. So I moved over to my mom's and then went to 𝙄𝙑𝙬𝙯.
𝙄𝙑𝙬𝙯.
That was sophomore year. I got expelled sophomore year.
And then went to 𝙄𝙣𝙯.
Yeah, for something that I didn't do. I was the first one to get called up to the office. Everyone else denied it, so you know school is, they have to blame somebody. So I did get expelled, sent to 𝙄𝙗𝙯, COVID. But the year after I got sent back to 𝙄𝙑𝙬𝙯.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you end up graduating and everything?
Yeah. I
Congratulations on that.
Graduated from 𝙄𝙑𝙬𝙯 2022.
That's good, bro. Proud of you, bro. Because the fact that you even maintained that and stayed like strong and didn't give up, that's huge, bro. Because I know you were going through a lot of like adversity, I would say, but it's more of like trial and error, you know. And like I'm really proud of you because I could have asked you that question, you could have said no. You know, and you didn't. And so there's still a lot more to learn. Did you learn from your situation from getting expelled from school?
Just to stay out of trouble, honestly.
What's like one thing that like was going through your head when you got expelled? Were you like mad at yourself?
I was like, there's no way. There's no way I have to leave all my friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that something you kind of play like what plays a big role in your life is friends?
I definitely need friends in my life. Yeah.
I feel like you know, at some point in time you kind of learn because you're still young, but it's like at my age I've learned that like sometimes you really don't need friends, and some people, everybody's different, and I'm only saying this because I feel like I should touch grass on it because we're talking about friends. But it's like some people can have friends and some people won't have friends, and you just have to be happy with it. So like, what is something that you would tell your friends right now? Like, are you like what is something you would say to your friends?
Like right now?
Yeah. I want to say what you would say, but I don't want to. That's not what I was trying to say. I was trying to just give a little shout out to your people.
Shout out to Travis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. We'll talk about Travis. Travis is actually who connected us. Big shout out to Travis. Love you, bro. I honestly forgot about him. He'd probably be mad at me, but he knows what's up, bro. He's a little knucklehead. But it's you know, even anybody else, like, well, who's like gives you the daily inspiration to be yourself? Because we still gonna talk about fossils and stuff like that. I've just been kind of saving that for last. You know what I mean? Because I kind of want to dig into that, but I don't want to be like all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably my dad.
Yeah.
Probably my father. Yeah.
So shout out to your pops, bro.
Shout out to my dad.
Is there like ways that you show gratitude towards him, or is it more of like you just talk to him all the time? And I'm not trying to dig that deep.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I do what I can for him. He's a really busy guy, so he's always working. But
maybe you should give him a snake. Get it? Get it? I'm supposed to laugh. No, that's cool though, bro. And then so I was gonna ask, like, when did you start actually like fossil collecting? Like, when did you start the whole addiction on that?
Like
you're
addicted. Yeah. Probably about 2 years ago, I spun off, decided to start, going places on my own and looking.
Yeah.
And it grew really big. It was like after the really big hurricane. I went over to Sawmill and found 4 megalodon teeth.
Wow. And when you say Sawmill, what would you like? Is Goose Creek? I just want some people who don't know, like.
It's a big old creek with it's a really long like creek system that runs through Somerville.
Somerville, South Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to give people the sauce too much, but there's still some people around the world that be watching this and they'll be like, oh, where you know?
Yeah.
Because the fact that you find the stuff that you find, and I don't know, he needs to make a separate page for this. He did have a thing for it going, but it's like you need to get on that, and that's what this is to do, is to give you that push, you know, to let you see what it's like. Because I'm here to help people, and yes, I interview anybody. I don't just interview, you know, rappers and all that stuff, because I want to really teach people and young people how to break out their shell. And this is something different for you, right?
Yeah.
Like, you probably would never expected this was going to happen. Right. And I didn't either, but I actually felt like this was a good time for him, because this is something you need to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you didn't have to do this, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's beautiful, because when it's all said and done, when you start showing people the fossils you got, it's going to be like, dude, that man Robby is, dude, whoa, that's crazy. So like, what has been your favorite fossil you've collected so far?
Probably the partial whale jaw that I found. It's a segment this big.
We're supposed to bring the fossils.
Yeah, I forgot, sorry. Yeah, I had a busy morning, but you should definitely, I'll definitely bring them over sometime.
Yeah, we're going to do like a little segment thing. I've already been telling people about you too, because I'm excited for that. Like, I've been watching Jurassic Park and stuff since I was a kid, and like, that's always been one of my things, is like collecting things. I just never got in the realm of doing it, because I'm OCD, and I started a podcast, so, you know, that kind of changed my life. But do you have any like big desirable spots you want to go dig fossils at? Like, I know Charleston and stuff is cool, but there's better spots. The world is so big, bro.
Shout out Boneyard, Alaska. I want to go there. There's this guy that's got a couple of acres of land. It might be a couple hundred. I'm not sure, but there's mammoth tusks everywhere.
Like the teeth thing?
The tusks.
Oh, wow.
And there's also teeth. There's tons of bones. There's old human, like, just past human stuff. Like there's like carved faces on bones that they're finding. It's really cool. Yeah.
Do you wish that you were kind of born in an earlier stage, or you're kind of glad that you're born now?
I wish I was born around either the 70s or 80s.
Yeah. How come?
Yeah. Or the 50s or 60s, so I could grow up, you know, in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
Because that was a cool time period. But I guess I don't know. I definitely wish I was born back then.
Yeah. Right. No, I feel you'd be like that, because like, I wish I was grown up back then too, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad where I'm born at now, because I feel like I make a bigger stand.
Yeah.
Like, I make a bigger impact now compared to like, back then they would have probably called me like some psycho. You know what I mean? Because I'm over here trying to say, I'm going to change the world. I have a reason to say I'm going to change the world now, you know, because this world needs a good old changing.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you would change in the world now?
That's a big question.
And it could just be from anything. It doesn't have to be the hate.
The hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd change the hate.
How would you change it? Like, is there anything in particular? Maybe teach people how to do fossil hunting?
Maybe teach people that everybody's different, you know? Yeah. Everybody's doing this for the first time too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I think it's crazy. I was gonna ask, like, how do you come about like looking for locations for fossil hunting? Like, do you just get up and just go wherever you want in the mornings?
Well, sometimes I go on maps, look for waterways, you know, small creeks. But other times I can just spot them. Like, I'll be driving by and I'll be like, oh, gotta go look in there.
Do you ever get like some like spider senses like tingly feeling. You know, it's
when
a spot.
when I start seeing certain rocks on the ground, I get excited. Yeah.
Oh man, dude, this man is he probably sleeps with his rocks. Call you Patrick, but no, I think it's crazy, bro, because it's like beautiful to hear you even talk like that. Because we've been waiting for you to hop on the podcast, 1, and then 2, we're gonna start that segment and start getting everything flowing with that.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be dope because people are gonna be able to see what we're talking about, and then not even that in let's say 9-12 months, have you hop back on and you're over here screaming at the camera compared to being, you know, because that's what this is, man. I'm not going nowhere. I told everybody I'm doing interview 1,000,000. Like, that's the goal. I'm not stopping until then, and if I do stop, I'm gonna probably punch myself every day. But I'll probably never stop, honestly, because I really love doing interviews, and I just want to start traveling and doing it, you know. And
cool.
So, yeah, you got any big desirable goals in your life? Like, what do you really want to do? Where do you see yourself in a couple of years?
Well, I'd like to be welding by the end of 2024. One day, I'd like to open a reptile rescue place.
Yeah, we were talking about
We
that.
were, yeah.
That'd be awesome, bro. Would you do it here, or would you try to move? Because you can do it anywhere, but it's like...
That's a good question. Probably here.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one here, so...
There's a few stuff, though. I can't sit here and act like I know everything, because I don't. But it's like, you know, I don't see that much I don't see as much as what you would think it would be.
Yeah.
Because people don't care no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So do you watch Discovery Channel and stuff still? You ever watch that?
Not much anymore. I did all that when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like when people were watching cartoons, I was watching Animal Planet.
Bro, I don't...
Learning
If
about
you don't
stuff.
watch Discovery Channel, you're not normal. I love watching it. If I get a chance and it just comes on, I don't watch TV all the time, but it's like, I'm watching it. It was Shark Week just previously.
Yeah, it was.
So it was like, and we did a video. Thank you for helping for that video. It was actually during that week, so it was cool.
It was a good video.
Yeah, it was a really good video. But it's still like cool, man, because like, I keep saying it, but I'm just excited for the future, bro, for you. And I think more importantly, I think when you look back at this interview, you'll be like, I'm glad Marco actually had me hop on, bro. You know, because when you get a huge fossil, what is it? When you identify? Discovery, yeah. You get a huge fossil discovery. It's like, you can stand in front of the camera and you're not over here armpits sweating and stuff. Like, you've hopped on in front of the camera. And that's why I tell everybody, like, I think people, and I know people know now, but it's like, I think people think I do this for, like, attention and all this, but it's like, I really do this to make a statement, you know, and I haven't missed interviews since January 4th. Like, I've done it two weeks since January 4th.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's crazy, bro. So it's like, it hurts whenever I get put in a position of, like, what's next. So do you ever feel like you've been put to your like last dollar or whatever, I guess you could say, or
Absolutely.
maybe something that's made you feel like so miserable that made you curl up in a ball and depressed?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it, but what was a way for you to get out of it? I'm over here hipping and skipping. I don't know.
Time? I don't.
Yeah. No, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Because that's really the only way to do it.
Really, yeah.
You got to fix yourself. And is there any advice you would give anybody battling depression?
Ooh, talk to your friends. And I don't know, if they aren't there for you, I guess they aren't really your friends. Yeah. I don't want to reach out. Definitely aren't alone.
No, that's a fact. I'm in the same boat because it took me a long time to learn how to reach out to people, but now I do it. And normally it's in a funnier way. I'm not going to say how because it's not like anything bad, but it's like, it's kind of funny. But no, you really reach out to each other, guys. If you really are just battling any type of like mental thought of like depression and stuff, like of course we're going to have negative thoughts and negative days, but only you can change it. You got to bounce back, go to sleep, wake up, feel different, you know? How do you always wake up and be yourself? How do you wake up and be Robby?
Start my day. I wake up at 7 or 8 every morning, you know, just body clock, but I instantly get in the shower and I think about what I want to do for the day.
What makes you Robby though? Like, how do you solidify? Is it the fossil, being able to collect fossils and stuff, or is it like your laugh or your style, or like what solidifies you being Robby?
My many hobbies.
Yeah, that's lit, bro. Not wrong with that. That's cool. Where can we find you on social media? I know you got a bunch of different platforms. You got like, let's start with TikTok. Where's your TikTok?
It's Brainwash Boy. Brainwash Boy. Instagram is 24_RogerDog. Snapchat is 𝙄𝙤𝙬𝙚𝙬𝙬.
Yeah. All three different things. So if you definitely want to follow my dog, because as you should, look down in the descriptions. There's an Instagram, and I put his Instagram and I put his TikTok. Follow his TikTok and his Instagram, but his TikTok's pretty funny, and he has funny stuff on it too.
Talk about the abandoned places.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. So you found some abandoned places?
Yeah.
What have you been just like doing, like just random like what do you want to say?
Exploring.
Yeah, I don't even know how to. What is that, a hobby?
I suppose.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's awfully fun. It's thrilling.
What is that called? I feel like it's
urban exploration.
Yeah.
Urbex.
Something, yeah, it's like that, bro. But how's that been going? So you've been going to, you don't have to give the sauce, but...
Oh, it's okay.
Are they around here?
Yeah, there's the abandoned Naval Hospital downtown, not downtown, North Charleston. Turnbull Avenue, just watch out for cops.
Do you see any, like, haunted, like, are you...
That place is haunted, yeah.
Yeah, what have you experienced? What have you...
We've just heard stuff at night, like... one time we went quiet, so we were all like, wait. And then we heard a really loud, like, knock from down the hall. I don't know.
Man, Travis, why are you playing with these boys? I'm just playing around. No, that's
Travis has seen stuff in that.
I bet he has. I'm just kidding. No, that's crazy though, because I believe in ghosts, man. I definitely do. Like, especially when you're by yourself, it's the worst feeling. And you know you've seen something, and then you can't even tell people. So, I'm not gonna say I've seen like a ghost up in person like that, but I've definitely felt the presence of people that are, gone, and I think it's real. So you believe in ghosts, obviously.
Absolutely.
I think it's cool. I know I said it again, how you can push yourself to these limits, bro. Like, you are different. I feel like that's what makes you Robby. That should have been your answer, is the fact that you can hold snakes, go to haunted houses and stuff, and collect fossils and randomly. So, like, that's like I already said the 3 main titles. Y'all are gonna see it in the YouTube descriptions, because that's what it is. Like, you're a jack of all trades at a young age. You're 19, and I know I've asked you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? But if I were to give you my answer, I really see yourself like getting big in the fossil lane, but also doing YouTube channels and vlogs, and because when you get to that mindset at like my age, you're gonna be so head on that, like, and hear me out, you may have friends, you may not, but you're gonna learn through things, and it's gonna make you a better person, bro. It's gonna be beautiful. So, is there anything else you want to lead off on? I know we talked about a good bit of stuff, and I'm gonna have you come back on soon, but is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we covered a good bit. That's what I'm saying. Once we get you back on, bro, you'll be way more outgoing, comfortable. This was, you see what I mean? After a while, you get more into it. And I'll have mics so you guys can probably hear him more. I know my dog got a little jitters. It's alright. We're breaking out of it, bro. It's beautiful. That's why I'm glad he came on. And I might have him come on sooner, because we're going to be doing the segment stuff. So I'm going to help him get more advertising and stuff like that. But you know what time it is, guys. It's been beautiful. Interview 77. Got my boy Robby Risher. That's how you pronounce it, right? I just had to make sure. I'm not familiar with last names. Like, I meet so many people every day. It's like I just have nicknames, and I call him Rob. Like, I see his Snap name. That's kind of how we met on Snap and stuff. So we were meaning to talk about how we met, but that's how we met earlier, was through Travis. And Knucklehead Travis. But
shout out Travis.
Yeah, big shout out Travis. Anybody want to shout out before we go?
Shout out Travis. Shout out Tony. Them boys.
Yeah, for real, guys. Be safe. Be safe. Remember, stay true to yourself, and the only way to achieve your dreams is through you. No one else is going to do it. You got to get up every single day, and you got to grind harder than you did yesterday, the day before, and even right now. Right now when you're watching this. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you, Robby. Peace.
Peace, y'all.